and welcome to Self-Love Practice. My name's Jamie, and in this episode I'm going to be talking about Seasonal Affective Disorder. And the reason why I want to talk about this now is because it's finally spring! Oh gosh, it's been a very long winter for me, and of course for anyone else who gets seasonal affective disorder. First of all, I don't want to call it seasonal affective disorder because I never call it that. I want to call it missing the sun, because that's what it is. Humans just put silly labels on things, don't they? Like, oh, it's in the winter I get sad. It just sounds so sad. Why not? In the winter I miss the sun. There we go. That sounds so much more simple. Because that's basically what it is, isn't it? It's the energy from the sun that we're not getting, and therefore we feel low in energy. We don't really know what time it is. Like, our bodies have this natural rhythm inside us called our circadian rhythm. And this circadian rhythm is regulated by light. So in our daily life, if you're waking up before sunrise and leaving the house before sunrise, and then you're getting home and it's dark, your body is like, what the is going on here? It doesn't know what time it is, so therefore you might not be sleepy at night, doesn't know when the meal times are, so you might always be hungry, or your body's just like, what the? And yeah, it's not great really, because this is the 4th year that I've experienced seasonal affective disorder. Every year it varies in intensity. But this year in particular, it came as a bit of a shock to me because I didn't really associate the previous years with seasonal affective disorder. And so this year I thought, right, I'm in the best shape that I've been in. I'm in the best mental state that I've been in. I feel really good. I was on such a high. And then suddenly when the sun left, it was like, what the hell happened? Where did the sun go? No one told me about this. So it was like I wasn't prepared for winter, even though that sounds so silly because of course winter is coming. So next year I am going to be prepared. Like, this year really kind of pulled my pants down and woke me up to the fact that I need to actually do what all human beings in history have done, which is prepare for winter. Prepare. At the end of summer, prepare for winter. Don't start doing new stuff and start, trying to do all of this stuff that you had all the energy to do in summer. No. Silly me. So, for the first half of winter, I kind of didn't really know what was going on. I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling really depressed. And so I started to look for reasons outside of me to kind of suppress that. So I thought, shit, I need to do things to react to this. So I would do things like overeat. So I was consuming lots of food, watching loads of junk, drinking junk, and just putting junk in my body because I was just looking for the next sort of fix to help suppress this stress. And I also react to it by getting really, really tired, so I would just sleep all day and all night and just not want to do anything. And yeah, the eating as well, like just constantly overindulging on food. Gosh, I'm gonna do a whole separate episode on like emotional eating. But yeah, it wasn't very nice. But in the end, I did make some drastic changes in my life because I knew that if you're going through seasonal affective disorder, you're making yourself worse, but you're also really unsettled in your life situation. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. So I did make some drastic changes, and I kind of followed my instincts and came out to nature and like got a bit of a quiet life, kind of minimized my lifestyle, which is definitely what I needed. And then I started to nourish myself, which is what I should have done from the beginning, but I've learned, and hopefully you will take something from my experience. So when I moved up here, I was lucky enough to be exposed to really healthy food, so I didn't really have the chance to binge on crap because I was preparing really good food. We only really have good vegan food here, so it was like that was the first thing that I changed. Also, I started like introducing different superfoods into my life, which really made a difference. And then, of course, I bought some supplements, so vitamin D supplements, and this light which I'm using now, which I bought a couple of years ago. The sad lights, the missing the sunlights. Missing the sunlight, yeah. So I started to use them, and slowly but surely I started to feel better. I mean, in January I was like, I almost popped my head out into winter and was like, fuck that. And got back in. February I kind of did the same, but like stood out for a second and ran back in. And now March I've just been like kind of coming back into my own. Like I'm like, woo, I can move again. So yeah, it is a sad, but you know, I think that next year, for me personally, I will know just to nourish my body and nourish myself. And, you know, we're only human at the end of the day. And so we have all of these forces like the sun and things that we can't control. So when they do go away, we just have to adapt. And that's what I'm telling myself this. This is kind of my therapy to me from what I've learned over the last 3 months is next year is a time of coming in, nourishing, and slowing down. And we all need time to slow down sometimes. The worst things actually turned out to be something really beautiful. So I'm not complaining whatsoever. I'm really grateful for it looking back. But I ain't going through that shit again. That's for sure. Not to that degree anyway. So if anyone has any questions about how I've coped with seasonal affective disorder, or, you know, if you want any emotional support or anything like that, please feel free to ask me, because I'm happy to share anything else. Or if you have any questions, please like and subscribe, because I do like talking, in case you didn't know. And I find this whole situation very therapeutic. It's good to be able to speak about it, because it makes us feel not so weird. But weird is good, apparently. She says, sitting in a caravan talking to a phone. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. This is Jamie. This is Self Love Practice. See you soon, and go in peace.